Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. In the last session of our pragmatic leadership, we took the topic of maturity and the linkage between the maturity and the leadership. So, taking this forward, we discussed about the description of maturity in the context of 7 habits of highly effective people in my last session. And then I thought I will bring in one more perspective referring from the emotional intelligence proposed by Daniel Goleman some time back. So the concept of emotional intelligence requires a little bit of background. As you could see the creation, you will find there is no significant difference between one animal and another animal as far as the intelligence is concerned. And then the context of intelligent quotient, which we call it, does not arise in the animal kingdom for the simple reason that animals don't have the so-called the sixth sense, which in the human being we have this concept of intellect. And intellect is an additional faculty that was bestowed on human creation, by which we are able to understand the world and able to distinguish from one good from the bad. So we call it in the psychology as the rationale. So rationale is the additional capability that was given to only human beings by the Creator. So, taking example from a classroom where there are 30 students are there and the teacher is teaching the same subject, say for example mathematics, all the 30 different students are able to understand at a different kind of a pace. Some children grasp immediately, some other children make little longer time to understand the same concept. That shows that there is some ability in the human being which is different from one another. That means those who are able to grasp things much faster without repetitive explanation, we say their intelligence is higher than the person who is taking little longer time to understand it. So this is what is called intellectual quotient. Having said that, the intelligent quotient was identified sometime during the Second World War, that human beings were very curious to know what way one human being can grasp things faster than the other. So this idea of intelligent quotient was the earliest form of human discovery, that human beings have got different capability to observe things, understand things. So later on people felt that if somebody with a higher IQ and then intelligent quotient was measured in a scale of 1 to 200 or something of that kind. So there are some tests available to find out how fast a person is able to understand the complex things. So going forward, people thought that if the child is having a high level of IQ, then it can prosper and then grow in life much faster than anybody else. But later on it was found that there are children who are very studious in education, who are rank holders and they are getting a lot of academic recognitions, but they are not able to make much progress in their career. And then also it was found there are people who are having less IQ, but they are very good in art and other kind of skills and vocations. So then it was found that there are people who are little bit emotionally stable and there are people emotionally unstable. So we have seen in the context of what Stephen Covey explained as the dependent individual to independent individuals and so on. So that shows that it is not the ability to understand the complex concepts is important. it is very important to know that how we are emotionally stable. So when we say emotionally stable, what it really means is we are able to be consistent in our emotions from the time we got up in the morning till we go to the bed. So why are we talking about this in the context of pragmatic leadership is, if a person is not consistent in his own emotions, that means he will be thrown from one place to another because of his own emotional conflicts. So when you are emotionally charged and then you are not mentally stable, you will not be able to think clearly. So it is extremely important for the people to have a consistent emotions throughout the day. So this concept of emotional aspects of human being was the subject of interest in late 50s, and people started doing research that are we going to really measure the emotional intelligence as compared to the intelligent quotient that was measured as well as the sharpness of learning ability is concerned. So this idea of emotional intelligence was catching up over a period of time, that people, when they want to become leaders and then they want to lead industries or the group of people, then they have to be highly emotionally stable. So this is what another aspect of the leadership basically, that we have to be very clear about in our mind that we need to build a consistent emotions, and we can't be becoming moody every half an hour and then expect to deal with the future and then lead the people and convince them about your vision and so on and so forth. So this emotional stability is another aspect that we will discuss a little more in detail. In the context of pragmatic leadership, I wanted to introduce two ideas in my book basically. One is I was trying to explain how the Stephen Covey's way of explaining the kind of maturity continuum is, and second aspect I have discussed in my book, the context of emotional intelligence in the relationship of building my rationale for the book further. So going forward, we will try and connect how the emotional intelligence aspects and maturity are linked with the subject of pragmatic leadership. So going forward in the next session, I will explain the context of Daniel Goleman's way of explaining what is emotional intelligence is all about and how one can develop. It will give a foundation for our next discussion when we take up the personal leadership. I hope the session was useful and has given you some perspectives, and look forward to see you in many more sessions on the same topic. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patient listening. God bless you. Take care.